Hey everybody, Ryan F. MTG here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Last week we did a meta deck. This week we're going to do a budget deck. And by budget, I mean all the cards in here are either basic cards, commons, or rares, so excluding epics and legendaries, because those can be very, very expensive. So this is either aimed at new players or players who maybe have only spent a little bit of money and maybe just have one tier 1 deck. Maybe they went all in on Wesker or Morgan or something. So this will be easy to transition to Ryu if you want to try something out, or if you're just staying or just starting the game. So here's the QR code, and I'll talk a little bit about the deck, then we'll jump into some games. So basically this is traditional Ryu Hadoken. So Hadoken deals 7 damage to a creature, great removal spell. Our action cards are Spread Shot, which is a good way to kill some units. Sneak Attack, good way to deal some direct damage to our opponent's face. Lightning Bolt, it's kind of pseudo card advantage because you play it and it puts an extra copy into your EX pocket. The 2 damage isn't a lot, but it's a great way to build up our critical art as well as do a little chip damage here and there to our opponent's creatures. Then the only other ones we have is Storm Tornado. Great way to kill a big creature, also maybe with the pierce damage, deal a little bit to the face as well. And then 1 Hado, because 7 is a lot. It's very expensive. However, 4 damage to all enemy units is pretty good. So it's kind of like a failsafe, right? If we fall really behind, this can kind of catch us back up. And then we have a lot of efficient creatures. Guy, good way, 3 mana, 2/5, great stats. It has rush, so it hits very fast, puts some pressure on. 3 mana, 2/4, deals 1 damage when it dies, so another way to deal a little damage. Neon Tiger, a little weak, but 3 mana, 1/10, it has a high defense, so it's very hard for our opponent to deal with, as well as dealing 1 damage to all enemy units when it hits the enemy is pretty good. And then we have the playset of this monster and this monster, just a way to deal some damage directly to creatures, so kind of pseudo removal spells with then attack and defense attached to it. And then we have the 3 Guile. I actually really like Guile because a 4 mana 2/5 is not too great. It's fine, right? But it explores for detonation, which deals 6 damage to an enemy unit, and it only costs 2 mana. So this is a way to get a body plus an action spell once Guile dies. So it's kind of a good 2 for 1. So let's jump into some games and see how this goes. We're going to be doing the free matches today because in ladder I'm champion rank, so this deck, you could definitely play this in champion rank, but I kind of want to play against maybe some other tier 2, tier 3 decks rather than just the tier 1 decks to kind of see how this deck plays and feels. So we're playing against Nurg, Dive Bomb. Sometimes you want to be very aggressive and just play your guys, but usually Nurg plays a lot of little revenge creatures, so I kind of want to wait to build up some AP to do this. So now we can just deal 3 directly there, deal 3, and now we just killed it, right? Kind of playing a little defensively, but now we have some good stuff going on. That's pretty good. We'll probably just wait to Storm Tornado the G Adult. They'll get another G Yun, but at least it's off the table. We don't have to deal with it in the future. Let's do this here. Okay, it did 1 damage. Or it did it all there, so now it's 1. So now we can drop this monster and then finish off that. Hopefully at least 1 damage goes to up there. And now we'll just kill this. As you can see, we kind of play our creatures to get in some chip damage to their creatures, and then we just kind of still have bodies left over. If it's big, we have to use our Storm Tornado or our Hadouken. G Adult is pretty hard for us. I think we just do this. Like 2 damage, and then we can do this to finish it off. That seems kind of fine. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, let's just do this. Hopefully it goes like a 1-2 split. That'd be kind of nice. Because then Guy can kind of... Because they're already at 11. They might have like sibling rivalries, a way to gain life. Man, these G adults have been very good against us. Now let's just do this. If they do something, we'll just sneak attack their face to deal 2, get our AP up. Let's just kill that. So now the only thing they have on board is Wheelgator. Well, I guess they'll get that back too. I don't really want to kill Wheelgator. Ah! Play that a little slow. I was really deciding like what to do. I played that because I wanted to get at least 1 and then hopefully 2 there, but then they snuck this in. So we're going to take 8 here. I think we'll just... Yeah, we kind of have to. I don't want to take 2. And then the Hadouken will have a cooldown time. I think we just do this to try to... And now we're just going to try to burn them out. So we do have lethal in hand, which is nice. So now if they do something, we can just burn them out. And we'll get our second AP before those zombies hit. So we will get blown out if they have a sibling rivalry or a way to gain some life here. But they did not. Okay. We played a little sloppy there, kind of a little scrambly, but Hadouken, right, like you can just see like we're spending our AP on a Hadouken and it's just a free win con, or not a win con, kill spell, which is super nice. I kind of want to start playing with G Adult. But yeah, that kind of shows the power of this deck. You just have these creatures that have, when enters the battlefield, deal some damage, or when they die, like Guile, you get a removal spell, and then you either burn face or get rid of their other creatures, so then your creatures can do some chip damage. So it's not extremely aggressive. You will have hands that are a little bit more aggressive, like if you have triple Guy or something. Guy's the most aggressive card for sure. We'll probably just do this. Deal 4 damage. Oh, combo, yeah. Let's do this. We could do that, but I kind of want to just get 3 damage right there. There's no reason, because now we can just do this. And so now it's dead. And it had combo, so that was very nice trade for us. And we'll just drop this monster to kill their thing. They are getting the stuff in their EX pocket, but they don't really have anything on the board, so it feels pretty nice. That's a pretty good one.
No, I can't.
And now it has shield. Oh man, they explored. That was kind of... We needed to be a little bit more aggressive with like these things. Because I kind of wasn't thinking about their explore. But now we can do this. So now Jill will be at 4. What's nice about this is this does not target, so it can actually lock onto her. So if they don't do anything, we can just drop this. Yeah, that was great. They didn't really have any mana. Yeah, what's great about this is it just deals 1 to a random, so there is no target. I think we can just save our Hadouken. We play this. And then, yeah, it's a 3-1, but that's kind of fine. Having all 3 lightning bolts is kind of a tilt. You can tell how awkward this is now because lightning bolt, you know, good card and everything, but feels a little weak when this happens. So we'll just try a lightning bolt because then you're not drawing the extra card into your EX pocket. Mostly just doing this just to cycle through because like the 3 lightning bolts is a bit much. I'd rather draw a card here. And hopefully this gets into 2 damage to the opponents. Fair enough. We could just kill this here or drop a creature. Let's just drop this creature. +2 attack. Let's just freely... We kind of want to cycle through these lightning bolts and it just freely kills it since we're using the AP that we got in response. And now this hand looks a lot better. Kind of just want to do our Hadouken on anything, perhaps? Nash is good. So I kind of want to do 2 damage because then it will be down to 7. So now it'll be down to 7. We can do... Oh no, they got another shield. That's a pont. Or that's a tilt, not a pont. We need to get these shields away. Unfortunately, we didn't really use our Hadoukens that early, so now we just have a whole bunch kind of stuck in hand, and you can't double that much. So it's unfortunately at 9. Yeah, because we would need to kill this, yeah. So I think a mistake there. One, that game kind of showed how Lightning Bolt can kind of be not so great when you actually are drawing more rather than just getting them freely to your EX pocket. As well as it shows that once you have the Hadouken, you should try to use it, because I was using my cards, which is then using your AP, where we should have really used our critical art to save our AP to play more creatures or remove something like Nash when it was becoming a problem. Especially since your critical art does have a cooldown time, so you can't like use it and use it right away, you have to wait. It's like 10 seconds or 15 seconds. It's not long, but it's somewhat long. So we don't really have a reason to wait that much since we don't have any creatures that enter the battlefield and deal damage, but they might, so they might easily be able to kill this. So why don't we get to 9, but we'll definitely do this. Ooh, that was kind of, let's just kill this. Because using Spread Shot here does not feel particularly well for the simple fact that, like, all their stuff is pretty high, so it's probably not going to kill anything. And this is nice because it will do 3 damage to them. Let's kill that. I definitely would rather kill the 1/7 rather than the 1/6, even though the 1/6 was going to hit us a little bit sooner. That was perfect. I was hoping that it would go down on the bottom so then we can trade or eat this, or they have to do something. So we're just going to do this so we don't have to worry about that Neon Tiger anymore. And now they just have a BB Hood. I think we're just going to play this to soak up some damage, where if they want to use their critical on this, that's fine with me. We could just spread. I think we just spread shot. I'm very afraid that they're just saving up mana for Rathalos or something like that. Something we can't really deal with. There we go. So our best hope is to bolt this and have them do something in response so we can bolt it again. Because now that we've whittled it down and wasted some cards, we don't really want to use our critical. I think we just take 3 here. And now we'll just use our last lightning bolt to finish it off. So now when they play their next creature, we can use our critical to kill that creature. Because, you know, we're at 0. Yeah, we're just killing that. Because we're at 13, we need to be very cautious with our life total. I think we'll play a Guile. Because Guile does cost a little bit more, but now at least we're getting a removal spell, which is nice. Come on. Yeah. See, that's why Guile's so nice, because it did some damage to their creature, got their AP offline, and then killed one of their bombs. I think we'll just do this, because this is the one that has... Actually, no, let's just do Guile. Because they have to deal with Guile, because they can't just keep taking 2, and then it's just another way for us to have a safety net with another detonation. So we're both at 4 AP, so we're both somewhat close to our critical. They might just have a lot of deal damage when entering the battlefield, so we could just play like our Guile, because that's the thing we care least about. Sneak attack, that's fine. We are getting very, very low.
It's time. It's time. Prepare yourself.
Okay. So maybe they just have a grid full of removal, which is kind of going to be bad for us. Let's do... we probably do Neon Tiger, because this can just be killed by their AP, so this will... Let's do both. I'm kind of just going to use that on anything. Get 1 point of damage in, get Sakura off the board. And we'll definitely just kill this on sight. We do haste is a problem when we're at 7 going down to 5. We're in super burn range. We actually maybe wanted to do the detonation, but I had to quickly react, so I couldn't really spend the time to actually think about what we wanted to do. I think we just do this to get some pressure going. And now it kind of forces them to do their removal spell. 2 mana kills this because all 3 damage, because it's nice because our Neon Tigers kind of dwindled Sakura down. Yeah, we'll do this. Now any other burn spell from the opponent kills us. We've definitely grinded our way back, but a little slow, and that's hard because it's just like, do you have more removal spells? Or burn spells, I mean? They're really not using their AP at all. They're kind of making the same thing that we did the previous game. That will kill us. Yeah, because like nothing, we can't kill our own units. So we can't like detonate that in response or anything like that. I think that's going to be a hard matchup because that was more traditional Ryu with, you know, you got Rathalos, you got some legendaries, you got some of the higher rarity. Oh, that was a ranked match. Whoopsies. I'm so used to just hitting ranked match over free match that I think it was just my subconscious brain. Kind of makes sense. So yeah, definitely in the mirror, the version without the legendaries or epics is going to be at a disadvantage for sure. But I think that kind of shows of like we were kind of grinding our way back where it's not like a 0 or nothing, right? Like we definitely could, maybe with a couple different game plans, kind of grinded our way back. Okay, X, let's see what they're doing. So I believe we won our first game, then lost our second two. Let's see if we can get a win here to round out this video. We'll definitely just sneak attack since it's free.
Can't afford to doubt myself.
And then, yeah, we'll just play that. I think we'll just play this. Not the best because it's just like splitting all the damage around. Let's... Yeah, we might as well just kill this one, get another thing in our AP gauge. Or sorry, our EX pocket. Lightning Bolt's not that great because they usually don't have a ton of little creatures, but it's fine. This can help get rid of shield. Like, Neon Tiger is good to get rid of shield. I think we'll just play this. Yeah, fair enough. They're probably just like, I'm over this match. Okay, so we are 2-2. I believe we won our first one and our last one. Let's do one more. Let's round it out. Let's do 5 games. And we accidentally... we've done 3 free matches and 1 ranked match. Of course, there's a different meta between the ranked matches and the free matches. Usually you see a little bit more brews and stuff, or budget decks like we are playing. That's why I'm kind of putting a little bit more leverage and gameplay into the free matches. I wonder if this is the opponent we played in one of the earlier matches, because it was Nurg and Dive Bomb, which is not usually something you see tons. Might just play a Guile. Guile bait out. Ooh, that was great. Let's just do that. Sure. That'd be nice where we would have burn in hand so we could actually do something with that free mana that they gave us. But that's okay. We're probably just going to drop this monster as soon as they play something. Let's just kill it. Especially that, like, we just drew that monster, so we didn't really have anything going on. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with them gaining 7 life because they're only gaining 5. We could have done the other spread shots, but I don't really see a reason to do that right now. To be fair, the spread shot would be free, but I'm still pretty okay with that. Oh, that was not the best. That's a really good card. So we're going to try to do 2 damage and do our AP before they can do their critical. Whew. Because if they did their Spike Bomb, it would get +4/+4, so we would not be able to do it. Let's just do this to keep the pressure going. Okay. Reanimate is good. So yeah, we'll just do this. Let's see what they get back. Probably a Slow Tyrant. I think the Slow Tyrant was their only non-revenge creature. So we'll just, thanks to Guile, do our detonation, deal 6 to it. They could eat it in response, that's fine. Okay, Mad Massacre, we don't really have anything to do. That was a pretty decent spread for them. But nothing like insane by any means. Let's keep the pressure going. Like, sometimes you want to play these little ones, but I don't mind doing this. Let's do this because now we can spread shot to kill that. And our Neon Tiger took 3, but it's still 1-7, so it's fine. It's still on the board. That's fine. And we are at 18, which is nice, so their next play we can Hadouken it. It can be kind of hard to Hadouken because they played it at the very last second, so that was very good for them. But let's just go for the win here. Because this does 6 pierce damage, so it would do 2 damage to this unit and then 4 damage to them. And that's the win. Okay, so overall we played 5 games. I believe we went 3-2. I believe we won our first one, lost our middle 2, won our last 2. The deck felt good. Let's pull up the deck again. The deck definitely feels good. I like it. It feels like a very powerful version of for a budget deck. It does feel like a watered down version of the traditional Hadouken deck. But if you're just kind of getting into the game, getting into red itself, this can be an easy thing to build. The one thing that I'm a little leery about is the lightning bolts. Dealing 2 damage is not a ton to creatures, especially depending on the matchup. Like against like Wesker Ouroboros or something, that's not going to do that much. Where we might want Headshot. Headshot is like sneak attack, but it costs 3 mana and it does 3 damage, but it does art charge 2. So I could see potentially taking out the lightning bolt and doing headshots. But all in all, I really like this deck. It's a nice, cheap option, and I definitely think you can win games, especially even in competitive ranked matches, especially in the lower ranks. So that's it for me today. Make sure to subscribe if you liked what you saw, and I will see you all next time.